Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. We all know that everyone has their own goals in life. They have plans, they have missions, they have dreams. But there's a lot of factor that would be the reason bakit hindi natin mapupuntahan yung goals na yun. A lot of distractions, a lot of side trips. So, ano kailangan natin gawin? And ano ba talaga dapat yung focus natin? In our studies of Bhagavad Gita, si Krishna is giving instructions kay Arjuna. Sabi niya, get up and fight. Yung mga reasons na binigay niya in the previous verses, he was talking about the karma kanda. So, pag ginawa mo to, ito yung magiging result. Hindi mo kailangan maging yogi sa forest para mag-meditate lang. Iwanan yung duty mo as a warrior, as a soldier. Para lang maiwasan mo yung sin. Kasi actually, hindi ka magkakaroon ng sin. Hindi mo nga papatay talaga yung soul. Yung body lang yung mamamatay. And because you're doing your duty, hindi ka magkakaroon ng sin sa pagpatay kasi it is a religious war. So in the succeeding verses na di-discuss natin, Krishna will shift sa next yoga ladder. Previously, it was the Sakama Karma. This discussion, he will start sa Niskama Karma Yoga. Sa Karma Yoga. So ano to? We will hear from the Bhagavad Gita as it is, chapter 2, verse 38. Do thou fight for the sake of fighting, without considering happiness or distress, loss or gain, victory or defeat. And by so doing, you shall never incur sin. So, this is the duty of Arjuna na kailangan niyang gawin. Sabi ni Krishna, gawin mo to either happy ka or hindi. Either manalo ka or hindi. Kasi, hindi ka dapat maging attached dun sa magiging result. If ginagawa ng isang tao yung duty niya, hindi siya magkakaroon ng sin. So again, to reiterate na, hindi sinful yung magiging activity ni Arjuna, which is to fight in the war, to kill those enemies. Bakit? Not all the war ganito Specific lang to sa Battle of Kurukshetra. Bakit di magkakaroon ng sin si Arjuna? Kasi desire ni Krishna yon. May order from the higher authorities. We gave the example before, yung soldiers hindi siya pwedeng mag-execute ng isang mission or pumatay ng isang tao kasi soldier siya. Kailangan may orders from authorities niya above. So pag ginawa niya yon without the proper grounds, magkakaroon siya ng sin. Actually, maiko-court martial siya. Magkakaroon ng investigation. So, if one is performing yung duties niya with the proper orders, hindi siya kasama dun sa magiging reactions. Ito yung position ni Arjuna. Kasi gusto ni Krishna. Because he desires the battle. Ang ganda ng specific na instruction dito. Without considering happiness or distress. Dito nag-rely yung mga tao Kung ano yung activities nila, kailangan maging happy ka. Kailangan happy ka lang. Kailangan happy ka sa ginagawa mo. Pero hindi naman eh. Sense of perception pa rin yung happiness and distress. May mga tao kanila na pag nahihirapan sila sa buhay, masaya sila kasi it's a room for improvement. It's a room para patunayan nila sa sarili na they're stronger than before. Na-challenge sila. May mga tao na onting happenings lang sa buhay nila, sobrang down na kagad sila. So may mga ganitong experiences and it is just in the sense perception of the mind. Kung ano yung piniperceive ng mind. So yung happiness and distress is just like bonus lang. Pwede mo nga baguhin yung perception mo sa mga hindi maganda nangyayari into a positive outlook. So, importante to na hindi tayo nag-rely sa happiness or distress lang. Lalo na executing devotional service or spiritual life. Pero ayoko na mag-chant kasi nawawalan ako ng gana sa material life pala. Or hindi ako nagiging masaya pag nagka-chant ako kasi hindi ko na nagagawa yung mga gusto ko dati. Or nahihirapan na ako, wala na yung taste ko sa meditation and chanting ngayon. Hindi katulad nung bago pa lang ako. Feeling ko kailangan ko na huminto. Or minsan, may mga hindi ako kasundong devotees. Kaya ayoko na mag-perform ng devotional service. Kasi ayoko yung mga kasama ko eh. Hindi masaya. Toxic sila. Di ba ang toxic ng ganun thinking? Thinking na iba yung toxic. Pero may ganun thinking pala. That's, alam mo yun, just a reflection of one's meditation or one's perception of the world. So, hindi reason daw to kapag may happiness or distress to stop yung devotional service because that is our duty. Hinto ka ba maging nanay kapag malungkot na, hindi na masaya? Or hiwalay mo na yung partner mo kasi hindi na ako masaya eh. Very immature, di ba? It was also emphasized here, pinaulit-ulit din ni Krishna to, na hindi magiging debtor or hindi magiging duty ng isang devotee na naka-receive ng instructions or isang Krishna-conscious devotee na gumagawa ng devotional service, yung ibang duties niya sa ibang tao. It was mentioned that sa purport na hindi na magiging debtor yung isang tao to anyone. Sa society, sa ancestors, sa requirements ng nation. But of course, we have to act accordingly. Kaya kailangan pa natin sumunod sa law. Pero hindi na tayo subjected doon. Kasi mas sinusunod natin yung higher authority, which is si Krishna. So ito yung difference ng Krishna-conscious person compared dun sa non-devotees. They have to rely kung ano yung material nature. 39. Thus far, I have described this knowledge to you through analytical study. Now listen as I explain it in terms of working without fruitive results. O son of Pritha, when you act in such knowledge, you can free yourself from the bondage of works. This is the only way para ma-liberate tayo dun sa attachment natin. Is to perform our duties without being attached sa result. Hindi tayo magiging subjected sa reactions. Good man yon or bad. So, ito yung reactions, ito yung karma. May always either good or bad. If mag-perform daw ng duty, kailangan hindi tayo naka-meditate kung ano yung magiging results. Ultimately, wala tayong influence. Hindi tayo ganun ka-powerful or wala tayong control kung ano yung magiging result ng activities natin. We can calculate, pag ginawa ko ito yung magiging result. But not always. Not always. May pwedeng maging turn of events na ito pala yung magiging outcome. We're always out of control. Yung mind nga natin, hirap tayo kontrolin yung sarili natin. Or meron tayong mga involuntary movement sa katawan. Yung beat ng hearts natin, hindi natin makokontrol. paano pa yung paligid natin, yung ibang tao, or yung mga outcome ng mga pangyayari, circumstances. So, one should act according sa instructions ng guru or ng spiritual master or ni Krishna. So, nabibuild natin yung description ng isang buhay ng isang tao. Sabi ni Prabhupada dito, should not be the basis ng personal sense gratification. Hindi tayo mag-rely sa buhay natin because of sense gratification lang. Hindi tayo magkakaroon ng goal sa buhay because masaya lang siya or sense gratifying lang siya. Life natin should be directed kung ano yung path of spirituality. Hindi dahil masarap siya. This is the rest of the society. They're relying on sense perception, sense gratification. Tumatakbo yung buhay ng mga tao para mag-gratify yung senses nila. Taste, the touch, sex life. So pag ganun yung lifestyle ng isang tao, it's just animalistic life in a much more posh way. Mas luxurious lang. Arjuna has accepted Krishna as his spiritual master. So si Krishna nagbibigay na ng mga instructions. First, diniscuss niya na you're not the body, you're the spirit soul. And inexplain na rin kung sino yung super soul and kung sino yung supreme personality of Godhead. Ngayon, tinitignan nila yung angle ng ano yung magiging duty talaga ni Arjuna. Ito naman yung hinahanap ng mga tao talaga eh. Ano yung purpose of life? Kapag hindi mo nahanap nga talaga to, hindi siya magiging fulfilling. Magiging routine lang talaga yung paligid natin, yung life natin. Paulit-ulit lang. Same but different. Kailangan daw natin mag-engage sa devotional service. Kaya sinasabing karma yoga kasi yung activities natin, i-connect natin kay Krishna. Kaya may yoga, yung term na to, it means to link. Kanino? Kay Krishna. Not just sa light or impersonal na personality, impersonal God, or connect sa sarili lang natin kasi we're thinking that we're God. Sabi nga ni Prabhupada, these perceptions sa yoga are the watered down philosophy ng or watered down knowledge ng Bhagavad Gita. Gawa-gawa ng mga tao just to satisfy again yung senses. So this next stage ng yoga ladder na didiscuss ni Krishna is the karma yoga. Kailangan yung activities mo sa buhay connected na kay Krishna. And habang ginagawa mo yon is detach ka. Para malaman mo anong best activity na gagawin mo sa buhay, ano yung goal mo, kailangan may connection ka sa guru. So, nagiging advanced na kung paano dinidesign yung buhay. Kung titignan natin, nagkakaroon ng goal. Kung ano yung goal na yon, malalaman din natin. Text 14. In this endeavor, there is no loss or diminution, and a little advancement on this path can protect one from the most dangerous type of fear. This is distinction of karma kanda and karma yoga. Karma kanda is just doing activities, giving endeavor para sa mga actions and just waiting for the reactions. Kumbaga, material to, karma kanda. Para magkaroon ka ng spiritual connection kay Krishna, kailangan mong gawin ng karma yoga. Yun. So that's yoga, that's connection. It was mentioned by Krishna, kapag nasa karma yoga yung life natin, there's no loss and diminution. Ano ibig sabihin? Ito na yung analogy ng spiritual bank. If mag-perform ka ng spiritual activity, ng devotional service, If maka-perform ka, let's say 2%, hindi mawawala yung 2% na yun kasi permanent yung spiritual bank na yun. Dala-dala mo yun even in the future lives, in different bodies. Compared to performance of just material activities, kahit magkaroon ka ng maraming accumulation of wealth, hindi mo siya madadala. No loss and diminution. Kasi, after this life, pag di mo na perfect yon, next life, kukontinue mo siya. So, 3% ka na. Then 4%. And at the same time, Krishna is arranging, sanctioning the material nature to give you a very nice and favorable life. Sometimes yung family will be devotees or aristocratic life para mas conducive to perform devotional service. No loss and diminution. So walang sayang. If some devotees made a way na yung ibang friends and relatives nila is mag-perform ng devotional service, even unknowingly, it's actually planting the seed. Yung seed na yun, hindi mamamatay yung seed na yun. Yung seed of bhakti. Kahit anong life, puntahan niya, kahit anong body next life. Rather, magkukontinue yon and magiging conducive actually dun sa seed para maging fertile yung soil and mag-sprout siya. So this is devotional service. Krishna is starting to discuss Buddhi Yoga. Buddhi Yoga is actually Bhakti Yoga. So, yung Karma Yoga is actually the start na ng spiritual life talaga. Kasi Karma Kanda is just material. Paano daw iperform to? With detachment. Kasi, yung attachment natin is kay Krishna. Hindi dun sa activities. Hindi dun sa result. Text 41, very important verse. Vyavyasyatmika buddhir et ekaha kurunandana bahusaka hiyanantascha buddhayo vyavasayinam. Those who are on this path are resolute in purpose, and their aim is one. O beloved child of the Kurus, the intelligence of those who are irresolute is many-branched. So, the part ng process of bhakti is building faith. Faith is not just believing. Faith is nurturing, cultivating. Kasama na yung study. Kasi yung mind should be convinced by the intelligence about the workings of the world, about our real position. Ito yung binibuild ni Krishna kay Arjuna in this discussion. Diniscuss na natin kung ano yung duty ni Arjuna. Discuss na rin natin na gagawin niya yung with attachment. And ano ba yung magiging duty ni Arjuna is kung ano yung instructions na kanyang guru. So in reality, kung paano ma-apply ito, hindi tayo soldiers. Hindi tayo pwede mag-pretend, Prabhu, I'm a Kshatriya. Kaya ako may ganitong mga weapons. Kailangan ko mag-practice ng martial arts. Real Kshatriyas, ang meaning nito is to give protection. May mga inclination yung mga tao sa ganito. Alam mo yun? May attraction sila sa mga weapons, sa martial arts. Walang masama. But the essence of being a Kshatriya is to give protection, to give support and provide sa mga ibang nasa ashram, which is nandun sa mga sannyasis or brahmacharis. Sila nag-provide and nag-protect and nag-keep ng law and order. Actually, kailangan role model yung mga Kshatriyas. So, hindi tayo nasa ganitong level of society. Pero, mas mataas yung practice pala natin, which is we're trying to become a devotee. We're aspiring to become a devotee. So, ito na yung question. Ano na yung mission ko sa life? Ano na yung goal na kailangan ko i-reach? Now na hindi na yung goal is maging material na tao, maging materialistic, hindi na money, hindi na fame na yung gusto natin, hindi na power and position. Kasi try natin tumawid from material life to a life na connected kay Krishna. So ano na yung goal natin? This verse is very important kasi it teaches us na yung life should be dedicated sa isang goal na magkaroon ng mission. And actually, kapag walang mission yung tao sa buhay, he is lost. Patalon-talon siya sa ginagawa niya sa buhay. Prabhu, gusto kong gawin to. Prabhu, gusto kong maging mission sa buhay to, or may bago akong hobby. Mapapansin nyo, ang dami natin gustong trip. Ang dami nating gustong pagkaabalahan, tapos patalon-talon. Kung ano mauso lang. Like yung pandemic, uso na maging plantito, maging ano. Feeling ko may green thumb ako, gagawin ko to. O magiging artist ako, mag-experiment ako ng painting. O mag-experiment ako ng bagong hobby. Patalon-talon. So minsan naman, may mga goal tayo sa buhay, pero ma-realize natin, bakit di ko nakukuha to? Tumatanda na ako, 40s, 50s, 60s. Because ang dami nating distraction, ang dami nating ligaw sa buhay, kung saan tayo napupunta. At the same time, minsan wala tayong enthusiasm to do this. Maybe because of procrastination, we're not in control of ourselves, our mind. Pero very important sa isang devotee na meron siyang instructions from the Guru. Actually, ito yung nagbibigyan ng life, ng drive. Kapag meron tayong instructions from the Guru. We have the general instructions, of course, from the Acharyas, from Prabhupada. But if we receive an instruction from the Guru, it will be very, very meaningful sa atin. Kasi may mission na tayo sa buhay. There's a verse, this verse actually was commented by Vishwanath Chakrabarti Thakur. And sobrang monumental to. Kasi ito yung naging inspiration din ni Prabhupada para mag-push through sa instruction ng guru niya. Para talaga tumawid siya sa ocean, pumunta sa Western world, para talaga i-spread yung Krishna consciousness. Ano yung fruits nun? Andito tayo. Vishwanath Chakrabarti Thakur said regarding this verse, of all kinds of intelligence, the best is intelligence focused on Bhakti Yoga. In Bhakti Yoga, one's intelligence becomes single-pointed or fixed in determination. One thinks, the instructions of my spiritual master to worship the personality of Godhead by chanting, remembering, serving, his feet, and so on are my only sadhana, my only sadhya, my only livelihood. I am incapable of giving up these instructions, either in the stage of practice or in the stage of perfection. They alone are my object of desire and my only responsibility. Besides them, I can desire no other responsibility, not even in my dreams. It is all the same to me whether I feel happy or unhappy, or whether my material existence is eradicated or not. Very sweet, very motivated as well, and very focused. It was translated by Prabhupada dun sa verse, ginamit niya yung word na resolute. Very fixed in determination. Ito yung description niya. Very steady. Kahit anong mangyari, hindi siya bibitaw dun sa mission. Either perfect yung nagagawa or hindi. Either happy siya or hindi. Either buhay pa siya or mamatay na siya. Hindi niya bibitawan yon. Ano yon? Yung instruction ng spiritual master. Sabi nga, ito na yung magiging sadhana. Ito na yung magiging focus ng life mo everyday. Kung ano yung instructions na yon. And ito yung perfection sa buhay. Kaya nakikita natin yung mga successful na mga sadhus, na mga devotees. Hindi sila naliligaw sa landas. Very steady sila. Kasi dito sila nakafocus kung ano yung instructions ng guru. Which is, ito yung magbibigay ng buhay sa atin. Otherwise, tatalon-talon lang tayo sa kung ano-ano sa buhay. Pwede rin tayo maging laser focus actually sa material life. Hindi natin matanggi may mga successful na tao. Minsan nag-go sila beyond sa karma nila. Tinatawid nila yon. Kumaga gumagawa sila ng bagong good karma para ma-accumulate yung gusto na ma-accumulate. Or through many lifetimes nakukuha nila yung gusto nila. Kasi laser focus din sila. Pero imagine mabibigay mo yung laser focus na yun sa spiritual life. Come on, ang ganda nun. May mga devotees, minsan nag-uusap kami sa mga successful na tao. What if yung focus na binigay niya sa tech or sa philosophy or sa arts, ibigay niya yung focus na yon sa spiritual life. Ibigay niya yung focus na yon fulfilling the mission na binigay sa kanya ng guru niya, ng instructions ng guru niya. Ang ganda, di ba? Magiging perfection yun ng buhay niya. So when we're practicing devotional service, if you feel so sad, lonely, or even depressed, kasi paulit-ulit na ng Prabhu, ang daming trouble, ang daming depression, ang daming anxiety, ang daming conflicts sa ibang devotees. Kailangan mo lang bumalik dito. Ano ba yung focus mo? Ano ba yung mission mo? Ano ba yung instructions sa'yo ng guru? If wala kang instructions, seek for the instructions ng guru. That is why it is important that you have a living guru and you have a wonderful relationship with the guru. You're able to inquire from him, to serve him. In that way, magkakaroon tayo ng purpose sa buhay. Either hindi mo mga nagagawa na maayos yung purpose na yun pero meron ka, magiging masaya kang tao. Magiging fulfilled yung life mo. Sabi nga, either perfection or not. Either nasa practice ka pa lang. So it is very important na tumawid tayo sa faith na to, na magkaroon tayo ng spiritual master, ng teacher, ng guide sa buhay. Hindi tayo maging whimsical lang or independent lang na gagawin ko yung gusto ko, yung feeling kong tama, yung feeling kong masaya. Magiging parang gypsy lang tayo kung ano lang ibigay ng buhay. Happy-go-lucky. Remember, this life is very rare. Hindi natin dapat sayangin. One way or the other, magkakaroon tayo ng tribulations sa buhay. Kailangan may pinanghawakan tayo matindi. Very steady. Very strong. And it should be the instructions ng spiritual master. That spiritual master is connected kay Krishna by his words. Ito yung words din ni Krishna. Representative ng super soul ni Krishna, yung spiritual master. In that way, yung buhay natin magiging perfect. Either hindi perfect yung result. Ang ganda ng Bhagavad Gita kasi binibigyan niya tayo ng practical application sa buhay. Binibigyan niya tayo ng direction. Binibigyan niya tayo ng mission, ng finish line, which is, of course, yung finish line na yon is another door para sa bigger finish line. That is our episode for today called Laser Focused. We need this. We need to have a direction. We need to have a goal. Now we're knowing our position in this world as a person, as a student, and also as a disciple. Kailangan natin alamin kung paano natin pupuntahan yung goal na yun. Paano natin ma-reach yun. This is through the help of the spiritual master and the devotees around us. Kailangan natin tanggalin yung mga distractions. Kailangan natin magkaroon ng very clear na sight dun sa goal natin. In that way, magkakaroon talaga tayo ng real happiness, ng fulfillment and satisfaction sa spiritual life natin.